Israeli airstrikes, destruction of property and the loss of human life are just a few of the images that audiences around the world are used to seeing in the Israeli-Palestinian situation. But Israeli journalist and author Amira Hass says the issue needs to be covered also when the violence is not happening.
To relate to this area not only when there are big disasters, and that's what, but to understand that there is an ongoing violence on the part of Israeli occupation that does not necessarily have to be expressed by quantities of blood, let me be blunt. But there is a bureaucratic violence exercised by power that is so dense and accumulated that this can explain other forms of violence.
At a seminar held at the Auckland University of Technology, Hass spoke on her experiences and dilemmas as a non-objective journalist.
It's not about objectivity. On the contrary, I mean, I think that we do have the full right to side with, to say what is unjust. I mean, what people confuse objectivity with fairness, with accuracy, with professionality.
And non-objective reporting doesn't always mean biased stories.
I don't think that we have to have a binary mind. You know, that everything has its plus or minus only. There are many possibilities. I think, as I said, the role of journalism is to monitor power. This is the first role, to monitor centers of power. Whether we were nominated or not to do so, our main target is to see what power does to people. Usually it's a lot of harm.
Hass say the media in Israel have the ability to monitor power, except when it comes to the Israeli occupation.
The media has been a collaborator with the Israeli occupation. And I explain this by the fact that in that sense, all the Israeli public, so the Israeli readers, the consumers and the publishers of the Israeli media are part of power vis-a-vis the Palestinians, because we are occupying them.
And to avoid misleading information, Hass takes an in-depth approach to reporting.
But when I do it, I go to at least 10 or 12 witnesses and write the story from there. So it's much more work in a sense, of course. But it is accurate, and that's why, for example, the Israeli army, I was told by Israeli commanders that I have my image is of being very accurate. Not only image, but my reputation is of being very accurate. But this is because I go and I hear from different people about one event.
Being a female journalist in an Eastern country has its benefits.
Because I'm not automatically associated with the army.
And its shortfalls.
It is more difficult because Palestinian is a very patriarchal society. So there is some disregard of women, or some sort of looking down at women. I can reply to them as a woman, not thinking that I'm an Israeli, but seeing myself as a woman and rejecting their patriarchal attitude.
With the demand for in-depth reporting, Hass hopes audiences will seek out more information.
I think that researchers show that people use this opportunity of researching more into the internet and getting more information about the things.